Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. You know, we've all heard the term delay gratification. Prevent yourself from indulging in instant gratification. A lot of you will be embracing a lot of pain, embracing a lot of suffering, and embarking on your journeys from an early age of your self improvement, of your imaginable greatest goals and dreams, which is absolutely fantastic. And you hear this all the time: sacrifice, sacrifice. You have to sacrifice pleasure. You know, don't do this, don't indulge in pleasure, don't indulge in your desires if you want to actually attain the goals that you want to attain. But when I was younger, when someone told me sacrifice, I was like, whatever. I'll find the balance, I'll find the moderation. You know, I'll work 8 9 hours and then I can chill for 2 hours and watch YouTube and play video games and watch pornography and, you know, socialize with friends doing foolishness. I thought, you know, there is that avenue where you can have that moderate life, that balanced life of, you know, work hard, play hard. And what I didn't realize, and this is only something that I realized as the years progressed, was that when someone tells you sacrifice, when those multimillionaires, when those actual successful entrepreneurs tell you that you have to sacrifice immensely, sacrifice immeasurably, sacrifice beyond belief, and I literally mean beyond belief, more than you can believe, you must sacrifice. You truly don't understand, and then you start to question, is this for me? You start to question, is this the man that I want to become? Because look, I tell you guys all the time, make a list of your goals in depth, in detail, in terms of visualization, but as well as that, write down the man that you want to be. What are your values? What are your principles? This is an exercise, a task that I make people do all the time, and this is something that I recommend you guys do. If you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, write down a list. I'm not just saying little values like, I want to be a good person. No, has to be in depth. Okay, what are you like as a person? What is your dream like? What is your dream self like in the future? What is the best version of yourself? Envision that. Okay, is he a stoic individual? Is he nonchalant? Is he got emotional control? Well, a man that is in the best version of himself, that is within his masculinity, yes, he will be stoic. Yes, he will be nonchalant. Yes, he will react in a certain way, and you must become that man. You've heard the term fake it till you make it. But write down that list of your values. I'm not just talking about, you know, emotions. I'm talking about your entire personality. And what you do is you build that man. You look at those values every single day. You read out those values. You say them as if they were affirmations, and then you practice that in reality. And what you will find over time is that you become that man. I tell these people all the time about these tasks, but sacrificing is something else. And this is where you must question yourself if you really want what you really want. Because when someone tells me, says that I have this goal and I've never been able to accomplish this goal, I always ask them, how hard did you try? Did you really want it? Did you really want to accomplish it? Because the people that actually accomplish their dreams, I guarantee you, they thought about it 24/7. They were so dedicated. They were so committed. It didn't happen by chance. It did not happen by accident. I'm telling you now, this entire process, this entire journey, it's going to be very lonely. It's going to be arduous. You are not going to have free time to sit around scratching your ball sacks. You actually have to put the work in. You must be dedicated. This isn't a joke. Guys, this really isn't a joke. If someone hasn't told you sacrifice a lot, and I really mean sacrifice a lot, whatever you think sacrificing means, it's times 10. You have to sacrifice everything. I'm not just talking about a specific aspect in a specific domain. I mean, in every realm of human endeavor, you must sacrifice. If it is not a money-making activity, if it's not something that's moving that needle forward, pushing you towards that goal, whatever your goal may be, not everyone's goal is the same, but you will know deep in your heart what you need to be doing. And this is the thing that makes me laugh as well, along the process and journey that people embark on, is, Ken, what do I do? How do I achieve my goal? Look, the reality is you're not going to know step by step how to achieve that goal, because if you did, you probably would have achieved it already by now. You have the goal in mind, you know you want to get there, work very hard at a specific activity, and you will find that as time goes on, if you are genuinely working hard and working smart and you are dedicated, you will find that you start to create your environment. You start to become lucky. I don't believe in luck. I believe in things like you make your own luck. If you work very hard at something, you'll get lucky breaks here and there, and people and naysayers will say, oh, he's a very lucky person. Don't listen to that. You earn your luck because you work very hard. Luck only comes from, by working very hard, so to speak. So I say to people all the time, You must sacrifice, but you must sacrifice beyond belief. You have to want it really badly, or it's just there's no point even starting. I always say to people as well, when you're embarking on a journey or you are pursuing an endeavor, you must be all in. You have to be all in. There's no point doing anything in life half-heartedly. If you go to the gym half-heartedly, you're going to get a half-hearted result. It's really that simple. It's self-explanatory. Either do it properly, put your 110% into it, or just don't even bother. And that's okay. It's not for everyone. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone. Content creation is not for everyone. Getting a six-pack and a ripped physique is not for everyone. Becoming elite at a sport is not for everyone. Starting a multi-million-pound company, it's not for everyone. Becoming a CEO, it's not for everyone, and that's okay. Don't let people call you a loser for that. It's okay if you don't want to be. If it's not for you, fine. There's definitely a niche out there for you, but if you want it, I'm telling you now, this process is not only very arduous, as I said, not only is it lonely, but you must sacrifice. You have to sacrifice a lot. You must be willing to give up everything for this to work. And I'm going to say this, unfortunately, not everyone is going to make it. When people say we're all going to make it, it's propaganda. It's the narratives that are, propagated onto us. You hear this a lot in things like cryptocurrencies and investments. That the whole point of the world is we live in a very competitive environment. My viewers that are watching this, my subscribers that are subscribed, I want you guys to all win, because what you guys are, the people that are subscribed and the people that watch my content, you are in a very small percentage, because the likelihood is you're not only just watching me, you're watching self-improvement content, but you're actually trying to change your life for the betterment. And you are in a very privileged position because you have the information, you have the resources, you're most likely in a country where you have some sort of opportunity, and if not, you have the knowledge now to actually go ahead and actually pursue a certain idea or a concept and actually make something of yourself. And so you are in a very privileged position, you are in a very small percentage of people, and the people that I'm speaking to now is designed for you. It's designed for you to understand that yes, you can absolutely make it. Whatever you want to do, you can make it, but you have to sacrifice beyond belief. And this is something that I wished I knew when I was younger. I've heard the term sacrifice since a little kid, but you don't actually truly grasp and compute the idea of sacrifice. What does it mean? You think you can work 8 hours and then come home and jack off to pornography and play video games and watch Netflix, become sleep deprived, and then go to work the next day and thinking that you're going to become rich. It's just not going to happen, my friend. It's just not going to happen. You have to sacrifice. There are going to be times where you have sleepless nights. I always preach about the idea of getting your 7 to 8 hours of sleep because of testosterone levels, because of your growth in the gym, and just your overall health. But there are going to be days where you are going to be sleep deprived. But you should only be sleep deprived to actually get your to-do list done, to actually complete the task at hand, to actually accomplish something. That is the only time you should be sleep deprived. If you're sleep deprived because you've been watching Netflix and jacking off the porn like an idiot, then I'm sorry, you're not making the sacrifices. It's just not gonna happen for you. It's not gonna happen for you. And this process is very lonely. You're gonna get people that won't speak to you anymore. You're gonna have to cut certain friendships out. You're not gonna be able to meet certain people. The sacrifices have to be made. And until you genuinely comprehend that idea, it's just not gonna work for you, my friends. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.